You're listening to the Cat Breeder Sensei Says podcast. I'm your show host, April Catito, and this episode is going to be all about the topics that you're getting gaslit about. Now, my last podcast episode was all about Facebook groups and how toxic they are and how mean people are to each other and just how newbies get attacked and just the whole thing. It really triggers me. So that episode has some foul language in it because I was feeling it. The emotions were high when I was talking about this topic. Gaslighting is another one that I just see happening so much, and I really don't think people know that they're gaslighting you when they're doing it. Like, it's not intentional, but it's totally what's happening. So we're going to talk about gaslighting and the top topics that you're getting gaslit about. Let's get into it after this short message.
Do you want to learn how to become a successful breeder of pedigree cats? Now you can. For the first time ever, enroll in an online training course that takes you step by step through everything you need to know to get on the right track. Visit catbreedersensei.com to sign up today and use code podcast21 to get $25 off.
So if you don't know what gaslighting is, I'm going to give you a little definition. Gaslighting is when someone manipulates you into questioning your own perception, your own experience, and your own understanding of something. So whether or not you have a belief about something, and you hear someone telling you that this is the way things should be done, or, maybe you have done something in your own experience and then you are questioning it because you hear so many people talking about a different narrative, you're being gaslit. And I think as pedigree cat breeders, we were all a victim, and maybe some of us still are a victim of gaslighting. I mean, there's so much gaslighting going on in that space. When an authority figure is providing information, it's easy to become a victim of gaslighting because, of course, we're looking up to the people who have more experience than us and people who are out there, delivering information when other people won't. So that person could certainly be gaslighting you and intimidating you with certain tactics. And we tend to trust people with that of more experience than we do. So you have to be careful about who you listen to and, more importantly, what you believe to be true. Now, here are some warning signs to tell if you're actually being gaslit or if you're a victim of being gaslit. Let's say you have some self-doubt. And you don't always have to be participating in conversations with someone to be a victim of being gaslit. If you, maybe you were doing things a certain way in your cattery, and then you read a thread or a post in a group, or maybe you watch a YouTube video with someone is talking about something, and you start to question your own experience, and you're like, that didn't happen to me. That's not the way I've seen things work, and that's not the way I've seen it work in the past. And, my understanding of this was something completely different. You may be getting gaslit. If you are feeling guilty or even reluctant to make decisions about what you do with your cattery, you're probably being gaslit. Here's a good one. If you have a mentor and you're always apologizing to them, or you feel like you need to apologize, or you're just doing everything wrong in their eyes, you're probably being gaslit. And here is the most common warning sign of being gaslit, is when you are afraid to ask questions. I get personal messages, DMs, all the time, all day long, from people who personally ask me questions because they're afraid to post their questions in groups, or in our group, specifically, they want to post anonymously because they don't want other people to know that they're asking a certain question. That's being afraid to ask questions, and that shouldn't even be a thing inside of a little community, like a little niche community like breeding pedigree cats. What kind of people make it an environment where other people that are new to the space are afraid to ask questions? That just blows my mind. So why do people gaslight each other? I think, and this is just personal opinion, I think people use this tactic to try to control you, to try to control the way you think and the way you behave and the way, the ultimate outcome is going to be. I think that someone that is gaslighting you doesn't have a genuine enthusiasm to try and help you. They have some other motive. And sometimes I see breeders that try to gaslight newbies right out of the business. They just are trying to scare them so bad and questioning themselves so much that they just don't even want to do it anymore. I've made a list of topics that breeders are wonderful at gaslighting people about, and I'm going to list them all here. These are just opinions of what I think you might be getting gaslit about. I'm not going to elaborate on it. I'm not going to counter, I don't even know what to call it. I'm not going to give any counter explanations of why I think this is gaslit information. I just think that these topics right here, they're major gaslighting points. Number 1, and these are in no particular order either, what you should be feeding your cats. Number 2, how many times you should breed a female. Number 3, the requirement to show your cats if you're going to be a breeder. Number 4, if you don't mate your cat after 3 heat cycles, she's going to get pyometra. Number 5, you need a mentor or you're never going to make it. Number 6, importing cats from overseas is a sin. Number 7, cats that live separate from your family is a sin. Number 8, sending kittens home before 16 weeks of age is a sin. Number 9, not spaying or neutering your kitten before they go home is a sin. Number 10, you cannot make any money as a pedigree cat breeder. In fact, if you do, you're a piece of garbage. Number 11, before anybody is going to sell you breeding rights, you're going to have to buy a kitten, have it altered, and then show it. Those are just a handful of the main topics that I see people just getting brainwashed about. Is brainwashing another word for gaslighting? So what can you do if you really want to get to the facts? Because every single one of those topics is not a fact. It's an opinion. Well, we do learn from each other. That's a fact. And there's no better teacher than our own experience. And if you're a pedigree cat breeder and you make mistakes, it is not the end of the world. And furthermore, it is no one's business what you do and how you run your cattery. Not even a mentor. The job of a mentor is to guide you and offer advice, but ultimately you make your own decisions. It's nice to have people that you can talk to that you don't get that sense of negativity and gaslighting from, who are happy to tell you about their own experience. I also think, and this is an opinion, everything on my podcasts are opinions. I also think that you should have more than one person that you talk to, because there is no one person that's going to be right about everything. There's more than one right way to do things, because right is what's right for you, not what's right for everybody else. Cat Breeder Sensei was developed for this purpose only, to give you a place where you can ask questions and not feel judged, not be intimidated, and just help you make your own decisions. We believe that that is way more empowering than trying to control you, trying to boss you around, and make your life fucking miserable. Breeding cats is fun, and it should be fun for everyone. Of course, we have good times and we have bad times. That's just life, right? There's pros and cons to everything. But it's enjoyable, it's fun, and it should be. And people just shouldn't be this high-strung about it and this all bent out of shape about, any one topic, or any 10 topics or 12 topics or any 20 topics. So go do your thing. Make mistakes. It's okay. That's how you learn. That's how you learn how to do things your way. I hope you've enjoyed this podcast episode about gaslighting from cat breeders. Remember, we do have a group on Facebook. It's called the No Judgment Zone Pedigree Cat Breeder Community. We want you to come and join. There's no judgment there. You can ask any question you want. Nobody's going to attack you. And if they do, they get kicked out without a warning. So it is a good place for you to network with other breeders and get some, opinions from multiple breeders who are in our group who all have the same belief that there is no place for negativity in this space. We've also got some courses and stuff on our website, both for brand new breeders and for experienced breeders. So you can go to our website, catbreedersensei.com, and check out those. And hopefully we will see you in the group. And you guys take care. Make good choices out there.